Hi, I'm Anna Francesca Celestino.
And I'm Simone Butler.
And
live from San Diego, it's Saturday night.
Yeah, we're here live in San Diego. We're doing a really fun evening on forecasting love and money for the second half of the year. And we've got a really fun group with us. And so we're doing our August 2016 reading live and in person. So here we go. Oh, we didn't talk about who's going first here.
You go first.
All right, I'll go first. I'm an Aries, so she always makes me go first because we're the initiators.
Right.
So, all right, so I have a few themes for August. And so the first part, don't get nervous, but the first part is the energy. Like I said, the energy that came in for me at the beginning of this month is kind of hyper energy, a little bit anxious, a little bit kind of wound up, just kind of wound up energy. And I feel like we're going to be sort of feeling that anxious energy running through the whole month. So it's probably we're picking up some fear from things that are going on in the world as well, but it's kind of going to be sitting in the background of it. And of course, we have the election going on, so there's a lot of, everything's getting worked up around that. But on the other side of it, there's also, I felt this really beautiful sweetness that's coming in as well. And so in between the anxiety, we're going to have the opportunity for these really beautiful moments of just relaxing. And what the image that I got was, like with a muscle, we flex the muscle, and you can only hold that flexing for so long before it starts to hurt. And then you have to relax the muscle. So I feel like the stress and anxiety in part is that us holding the tension of things that are going on in the world, and then we're going to have the opportunity to take a little break, shake it out, and then go back to holding again. So the things like, I was thinking about, I've been trying to do it a little bit more with myself at home, just noticing when I'm walking really fast or when I'm feeling rushed, to just say, where am I rushing to? Just letting my energy just sort of still. Or walking in a hurry, just slowing down. Where am I rushing to? Or, fixing food in the kitchen, to just take that little break. So things that you can do, I'll talk a little bit more about that, but things that you can do where you just recognize, oh, here's a moment to relax. So we want to watch for that because that's going to be especially available to us this month. And then the other message that I got for this month is it's makeover month. So this is a time, anything that's outmoded in your life, it's time to reevaluate. And the energy is really going to be there for it. I have a feeling that things are going to be popping. Things are just going to show up, and if you're paying attention, they're just like something's going to just pop up, and you go, oh, I hadn't really looked at that before. Oh, I hadn't really thought about it like that before. Oh, I haven't really seen this person like that before. So all month it's going to be that objectivity that's going to be available to us to really evaluate what's still working and what isn't. So I'll hand it over to you.
Well, as you were talking about the anxiety factor, I suddenly flashed on what's been going on, and some of you who read my blog know that I just got a new kitten. And he's 3 months old, and he's an Aries. So he is full of energy, and he wants nothing more than to play with my older cat. And my older cat wants no part of it. She is very upset, and for quite a while she wasn't eating, she wasn't drinking, and the more this went on, the more stressed I got. I got really stressed about this to the point that I almost was going to give the kitten away, But then I realized one day, I have to take charge of my energy because I am in control of this situation, and they're just reacting off of me, my energy. So I took steps to calm myself down, and I started giving them rescue remedy, and I started doing things to calm myself. I went and got a massage, and you know what? The energy has shifted. Nora, my older cat, is still not thrilled with having the little one around, but now they will both come and sit on either side of me, There's really been a shift, and it was because I approached it differently and I took charge of the situation. And we are now in the Leo time frame. In fact, we're about to have a Leo new moon on Tuesday. The new moon, for those that don't know, is when the sun and moon join in the heavens, and it happens every month in a different sign. So Leo is about taking charge. It's a very fiery, outgoing energy. Do we have any Leos here? Yay. And so it's your birthday time. Happy birthday. And it's very playful, creative energy, and this new moon that's coming up is actually trine to Saturn, which is a very lovely energy that tells us that our creative efforts are really being supported right now, and that whatever we want to bring forth into the world creatively is supported by Saturn, which is structure and groundedness and reality, if we're willing to be patient, because Saturn's retrograde right now, and it's going to go direct luckily on the 12th, and once it's direct and starting to move forward, we should start to see progress with either existing creative projects or new ones that we may be putting into motion this month. So that's going on. Also, Mars just got back into Sagittarius. Many of you may know that Mars was retrograde for quite some time. The April, May, June, that entire period was really tough for a lot of people because of Mars being retrograde. But in March, Mars was in Sagittarius, and then it retrograded back into Scorpio, and now it's just gone back into Sagittarius. So a lot of things that began in March are now seeing a conclusion. Like March was when I signed the contract on my book. And then I just now, with Mars going back into Sag, I sent off the book to the publisher. So if you think about your own life, whatever was brewing around March, now we're seeing a time of either fulfillment or moving on to the next step of that. And we're working with the creativity area of our homes at this new moon. And creativity is, when you walk in the front door, it would be at 3 o'clock on the right. And in Tish's studio, it's so perfect, it happens to be, you can't see it right now, but beyond this door is where everybody paints. And what do you call this room?
Painting room.
The painting room. How perfect. And so I don't know if you knew that it was, no, when she set this studio up, she had no idea. This used to be a real estate office, right? And so, that felt like the right area, and indeed it is, because the creativity area of our home is where we should be creating and putting up beautiful artwork that we've done ourselves or that other people have done, and just making that area of our homes, especially around the new moon, very, very bright and colorful and expressive and original as much as possible. So that's what my Astro Feng Shui system is about, working with the new moon at hand and activating an area of your house that corresponds to the new moon. So,
Did you have something about Leo and fun?
yeah.
I'm always reminding her, wasn't there something about fun? Did you say that already? Did I miss it?
I think I did. Did I?
Can we say it again?
Yeah. Well, let's have some fun. It's summer, by God, And Leo is about romance, creativity, children, playing with children, or becoming a child again, doing some activities that you used to do as a child, go ride a Ferris wheel or something.
And those fun times are a really good time to take that break that I was talking about, to let yourself rest a little bit, let go of the tension and just relax.
But the tension is also reflected in the aspects. Mercury just moved into Virgo, and Mercury is the mind. It's what we're thinking at any moment, and Virgo is kind of picky and a little bit precise and worried, and everything has to be a certain way, right? So that's going on. It's kind of a nervous energy, anxious, and it's going to go retrograde. Mercury at the end of this month will go retrograde in Virgo. So that means it'll spend a whole other month in Virgo. So we have pretty much almost 2 solid months of Mercury being in Virgo. And when it's retrograde, that's also a time where we have to go back and redo things. It's not good to launch new things. So if you're wanting to do some kind of creative project, it's better to do it now, or especially to put it out in the world before it goes retrograde.
Yeah, and we were talking earlier about decluttering before we started the recording here, and
Yeah.
so I'm thinking that sounds like a good time to go through your filing cabinet.
Oh my God! Yes.
So you get that Virgo energy going through every detail and going back over with the Mercury retrograde. So if you're decluttering, save the file cabinet for when that happens.
Also, the Saturn-Neptune square that we've been experiencing since late last year is about to come to a conclusion in early September, on the 10th to be exact. But towards the end of the month, we'll be starting to feel that energy. And that, basically, I like to think of that as reclaiming our spiritual authority. In other words, just really getting clear on what we believe and what our spiritual path and our philosophy is, and really putting some muscle behind it. Saturn wants reality. Saturn wants us to do something, to commit to something. So committing to your spiritual path and doing those, writing in that journal, doing those rituals out in nature, whatever it is that moves you, that really speaks to you, going out and standing under the full moon. These are the things that the Saturn-Neptune square wants from us. I mean, it's been kind of a scary aspect. We've had a lot of the negative aspects of it: fear, terrorism, tragedy, and there might be more of that before the Saturn-Neptune square is over. But all these kinds of aspects can bring forth, even the most trying aspect can bring forth our greatness and our true, nobility of spirit. So,
good. All right, real quick, you have something for us to do this month?
well, I would say commit to either an artistic or spiritual practice, which might be dream work. I know, Christine, you're big on that. It might be artwork. Tish does art on a daily basis, right? And, grief work if necessary. If you are still grieving someone or something, do your grief work. But on the other hand, also, make some art. Have fun. Be self-expressive and creative, and hang it up in your creativity area of your home.
Okay, and I would say slow down. Just slow down. You want to look for those moments where you can relax that muscle, and I think you can do that really well by just, things that we do in a rush or multitasking, that kind of thing. Just slow down. Try and do one thing at a time. I know that's not possible all the time, but that would be the thing that I would say for the month, is look for the opportunities where you can just slow down. Even if it's for 30 seconds, just slow down. So I think that does it for us, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, well, we've had a great time here in San Diego, and we're happy to finally be able to be together in the same room to do this. And I think that's it. Have a great month, and we'll see you in September.
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.